What's going on, Leo? How are you today? I hope you are feeling well. Thank you so much for joining me. Divine Nudges. I'm getting ready to do I say quick, but I'm never really truly quick. So I'm getting ready to do an energy check-in. I try to do this on a monthly basis because I feel like we always need to check in with ourselves and we can't let it go for too long. Okay. So my focus with this month's energy check-in is what is blocking. Okay, like what is blocking you, and I'm doing this for all of the signs. So if you're the Leo who checks out other aspects of their birth chart, feel free to check out the other readings that I've done for the other signs about their blockages. Okay, now, Leo, my loves, I'm sure you know this already, but it's always worth repeating. This is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you and everyone. So take what does and forget about the rest, okay? Life is already stressful enough. That's what I say. Alrighty. Let's get started, my loves. Let's get to it. See what those nasty blockages are so we can bring them into our awareness and do something about it. Right? Otherwise, what's the point? Honorable mention to the Six of Cups. Okay, so we have two sixes on the table. Okay, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Something about scamming, one-sided charity, an abuse of power, maybe even a brown noser. Okay, um, memories, nostalgia, looking back. So some of you may be reminiscing about betrayal, okay, about being scammed or somebody abusing their power over you or unrequited love, where someone wasn't reciprocating your energy or your generosity, okay? So again, I'm just going to give that an honorable mention. And let's keep going to see. Spirit, what is it that's blocking Leo right now? Well, if it ain't another six, okay, so 666. All right, we're going to have to look up that angel number for sure. And so I know that sixes are generally about relationships, Leo. I'm just going to go on ahead and go to my trusted Google and see what the okay. So 666 is an encouragement to refocus. Okay, it tells you to pay closer attention to any fixation you currently have on earthly problems and details. It can also indicate an obsession with getting everything right, and taking things too seriously is a distraction from the bigger picture. Okay, so again, there's a need to refocus. There's a need to pay attention to any fixations you're having on at the moment, especially on earthly problems. And it's bringing your attention to an obsession with getting everything right, right? With perfection, or just taking things way too seriously. Okay. I like to look at a couple of things. All right, so angel number 666 is a message from your angels to keep a positive mindset, remain open to life changes, and to take advantage of nature's relaxing energies. So, overall, Leo, I'm getting that there's a need for you to be flexible at the moment. Flexible, kind to yourself, patient, okay, is really what I'm getting here. You may have a focus on family right now, some sort of a reunion, maybe your marriage, okay? And the Six of Cups does have to do with family as well. Um, Specifically your childhood and your upbringing, okay? Um, there may be some trouble coming with your family right now. Maybe some of you have already started to experience this. Okay. Maybe there's a bumpy transition. Maybe there's a life change that you all are going to experience as a unit. And it may impact your family and your overall happiness, right? Um, maybe there's something that you need to heal with your family, and it's going to be slow going. Um, and there's this refusal to change, Leo. Okay. There's this refusal to change, and it has something to do with your family. So, again, with that Six of Cups we saw before, maybe it's childhood trauma. Okay. And maybe it's holding on too tightly to it. And, with this really slow healing, I'm sensing that you have been trying to heal, but you're also feeling very entitled to hold on to the pain. Okay. So that's creating kind of trouble in the family that you've created for yourself as an adult. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here. So we have the Emperor in the reverse, the Moon card in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So make no mistake about it, my loves. With these major arcanas on the table, your attention needs to be drawn to these messages. Okay. Be careful, Leo, not to lead with too much rigidity, right? Being way too rigid, cold, okay? Being a bit of a tyrant, okay? Because you may be confusing fear for respect. You may be misinterpreting, the way people are interacting with you for genuine respect. And it could really be fear. Okay. You may be a bit confused about, really what's going on with you. And I always say I would rather people respect me than fear me, because if someone fears me, they're going to be looking for the first opportunity to take me out. Some people would prefer to be feared, and they think that respect is a byproduct of fear, but it really isn't. Because when you're afraid of something, you want nothing more than to be rid of it or to get away from it, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. All right. Um, there's a cycle that you need to break, okay? And it could be the cycle like, there's really no such thing as being in control of others. There's only you being in control of yourself, right? And if you convince yourself that your position or your title or what you do for others um, gains you control over others, then it's just going to lead to a lot of disappointment, and you're going to feel like you have bad luck. But it's not bad luck, my love. You literally can't control anyone other than yourself. And going back to what I was just saying about fear, right? Someone may think that because someone fears them that they have control over them, but no, because internally, silently, that person is strategizing how to get out of this scary situation, how to get from under this person's thumb or control. So control of others is really just an illusion. Okay. Same thing with if you're overgiving and you're doing a lot for other people. You may think that you're gaining their loyalty and trust because of how much no, this person, you may be very good hearted, good natured, and you may be doing this with someone who doesn't deserve that from you. So checking your motives and your intentions are definitely going to be necessary. But Leo, there's something here, okay? Because it says there's trouble coming. And with this Emperor, Moon card, and Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, I feel there's a need for you to really pay attention to the moves you're making next. Okay? Because you may be losing control of something. You may be losing control of something that you thought you were completely in control of. Spirit, what's this Wheel of Fortune card here? Oh, goodness. Another major arcana. Okay. So there are definitely some changes coming. All right. Um, and you may try to delay those changes, right? Like there's something that is coming to an end or needs to end, and you may be holding on to it for dear life, right? It depresses you to think about ending something, right? But this is something that I want to say can't be delayed. Oh, Leo, I am so frustrated right now. I had to stop the video because I got interrupted by someone. And then I came back and like, you see all these cards that are on the table, and just a second ago they weren't. I just went through all of these additional cards. And then my recording software is being glitchy and it just stopped and the video didn't save. I'm so frustrated. Okay, so for you, Leo, there may be something there with like some sort of an interruption, some sort of glitch. Okay, some sort of a glitch is Leo. I'm gonna go over these cards because I mean the reading was definitely, I was trying to clarify what the tower was, and I think I got as far as the death card, something coming to an end, right? And I said that there is like a little bit of feeling like uninspired, like your spirits are really low, okay? Almost like you feel like giving up. And I know I was talking about like there's something that's coming to an end and it's unavoidable, and you're trying to hold on to it to dear life, but there's this other part of you that just kind of like feels like giving up. Like you feel like nothing's working out for you, nothing's going right for you. Okay. And like I said, I just got so far. It's almost as if like you've accomplished so much and now you're going to have to start all over again. You've accomplished so much and it's like you feel like it was worth nothing because it's gone. Right? Like that's how I felt for, about that video. Like, damn, I just like it was like another 12, it was like almost 13 minutes of a recording that I just lost it. I lost it. For some of you, it might be 13 years that you've been building something, and you're going to be forced to start all over or something like that, Um, 12 to 13 years, there could be some relevance in what just happened with me. Okay. And so just recapping, what I covered during that recording that I lost. And, I'm sensing that there is a high priestess around you. There's a tarot reader around. Okay. Some of you may benefit from getting a personal tarot reading. Okay. But I really strongly sensed that either your intuition, right? Because the high priestess it represents our intuition, our subconscious, our inner voice, our third eye. Okay. Either your intuition or through like these YouTube tarot readings or through a personal tarot reading that you received, you have been warned, okay, about an incoming disaster, a tower moment, okay, sudden upheaval, you know, and then broken pride, right? I was saying, I believe it was now, and forgive me because I don't know, I don't remember now where I was saying what I was saying, but there's going to be a need for you to swallow your pride, Leo. There's going to be a need for you to just cut your losses and say, I was wrong, period. Not trying to save face and acting like, oh, but it wasn't my fault. And that, they could have done this. No, there's going to be a need for you to swallow your pride, because I'm sensing there's a bit of foolish pride right now. Okay. Leo, I also went through all of the signs and energies that are on the table. So the Emperor is Aries and Taurus energy. The Moon is Pisces and Cancer energy. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And in the reverse, right, in the upright, Jupiter is expansion, okay, abundance, prosperity, gain. In the reverse, it's restriction and contracting, shrinking, right? So the opposite of abundance, the opposite of prosperity. Okay. Um, and then we also have Scorpio on the table. And again, we have Pisces. With this tower, we have more Scorpio energy, but this is also Pluto, right? So there's a lot of water energy here. So this is a really emotional time and space for you right now. And there's kind of like a bit of darkness with the moon card here and the tower energy. Like Pluto rules the underworld. So there's like a lot of bringing things from the subconscious into the conscious space of your mind. Okay. For some of you, some of the issues that you have in your adult relationships stem from your childhood. I was talking about childhood earlier. Some of you may have unhealed trauma wounds stemming from your father. Okay. And that could be spilling over into your family, the family that you've gone on to create as an adult. Okay, maybe your father was cold, was stoic, didn't show you enough love or attention. Maybe you felt abandoned by them, but there's something there, right? So there's some shame and guilt surrounding your connection with, your whether it's a parent or both of your parents. There's some shame and guilt there, okay, and there's a need for you to feel that without judgment or without self criticism, okay? And understand that your mistakes do not define your worth. See, sometimes we feel like, oh, well, I effed up, so this is just who I am now. And so you continue to F up, right? And so you could have created a cycle of F ups based on one F up that you could have just been like, man, I wish I didn't do that. And I'm not going to do it again. Okay. And also with this trouble coming, and I was kind of stressing that in the video that got deleted, Leo, I really feel like there's some trouble coming down the line. Some of you may already be completely aware of what that is. Some of you may not. Okay. If by chance you have not experienced a shakeup in your family life yet, please take heed to the signs and synchronicities that are being delivered to you. There's no such thing as coincidences. So if by the chance you're like, I hope I didn't say this already because I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I don't know if it's from the video I deleted or whatever. So just forgive me and bear with me. I posted something on social media today that said, people be saying, bear with me, and they don't even have a bear with them. I love dad jokes. Let me tell you something. It cracked me up. But what I'm saying, I know you're like, get to it, Divine. Okay, so what I'm saying, Leo, is there's no such thing as coincidences. If you've been getting thoughts and feelings that raises your eyebrow, like, I was just thinking about that. And wouldn't it be crazy if so-and-so found out about that? Listen, let me tell you something. Those are warnings. Those aren't just little coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidences. There's alignment and there's synchronicity. Coincidence is an illusion, okay? All right. And so bad news. Okay. So with it being in the reverse, some of you are not aware of this just yet. Some of you are not, like, there's some bad news. There's some family secrets coming out. Okay. You're going to have to use your discernment. Don't run from the difficult emotions that this is going to bring up for you. You have to sit with them and allow them to shift, okay? So that, like I said, you don't start making them your personality and living life according to this personality that you've developed around, whatever this is. Okay. And then using discernment also means using your best judgment as well when it comes to this situation. But there's going to be a rapid escalation of events that causes some panic for you and some urgency. Okay. It's going to feel like a sudden crisis that disrupts your plans. Okay. And it feels like it's chaotic. All right. And some of it might even be like, feel like an unbearable truth that weighs heavily on your heart. Okay, so this could just be you finally sitting with yourself and really bringing the reality of what you've been ignoring, could be your pain or your trauma, and how bad it has made things for you. Okay, we have this distraction in this puppet card here where, Leo, there's this tendency to get easily distracted by superficial things. Okay. And definitely for some of you, there's a relationship for some of you where you chose a fleeting affair over genuine connection. And you're going to fear that you're going to have regrets. You're going to feel like you should have trusted your heart more than, craving a new experience or craving attention. All right. And there's going to be this need to get someone's forgiveness. And this is why I'm saying you're going to have to swallow your pride. Don't play those games of, oh, well, um, passing blame, shifting blame, or, making it seem like you were innocent. Don't do that. You're going to have to swallow your pride, especially if you want any chance of recovering from it. Okay. This situation may be, maybe this could be a near death experience in terms of a connection or a situation or something. Okay. But yes, Leo, there are messages here about you being a puppet to overconsumption and never feeling satisfied. Okay, having shallow satisfaction from consumerism, which is short lived, or materialism and monetary chains that hold you back from true happiness. So there is this kind of like, keeping up with the Joneses energy that's coming up here, or wanting to be seen or considered as the man, or just putting way too much emphasis on material things versus genuine connection. These are all showing up as blocks for you right now, Leo. Okay. And if you don't take heed, okay, you're going to continue to experience disaster after disaster, tower moment after tower moment. There's something, I sense it, and I wish I could express it the way, because it's like a feeling, but it's not necessarily coming across clearly to me what it is, but you are being warned about something here. So be careful of getting distracted by shiny things. And I'm talking about people, places, and things. I'm not just talking about a car, I'm talking about a person too. If you're in a relationship, don't get distracted by this beautiful thing that walks your way. You're going to regret it. Okay. Leo, these are your messages. I'm going to leave this here. If these messages have resonated with you, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. Thank you so much for your time. Be sure to check back next week because I'll be doing November readings for all of the signs. Okay. Until then, please trust your intuition. Please trust your intuition because you're not being abandoned by the universe. Okay. All right. I will talk to you soon.